Greetings and welcome to the channel. In today's video, I want to talk about an important topic, the role that social media plays in our mental health. What historical moment is humankind in? Social media has brought about one of those great changes in human history that will be studied by future generations. Its emergence and its great usefulness, whether it's creating opinion on relevant topics, building an online business, or connecting with people from all over the world. It is undeniable that today social media is one of the greatest assets in the world, or perhaps I should say the human world. While all this happens, it is also affecting our mental health. Digital narcissism, constant comparison, and the pressure of social validation can have harmful effects. Social media not only creates a distorted image of reality, but it also exposes us to a flood of information that is often neither accurate nor beneficial. More and more studies are being published showing that social media impacts self-esteem and stress. And that excessive time spent on platforms like Instagram, Facebook, or TikTok can contribute to anxiety and depression. The fear of missing out, which is the feeling that everyone is doing more exciting or successful things than you, can lead to increased anxiety. Also, although social media connects us, paradoxically, it can also increase feelings of loneliness by comparing filtered and superficial lives. These drawings you see me creating actually belong to one of my graphic novels I've been working on for some time. This one specifically talks about these topics I'm addressing in this video. Mental health, the induction of larger organisms into a certain way of thinking, and ancient religions or philosophies such as Buddhism. But what does all this have to do with social media? Well, Buddhism has a lot to offer in terms of mental health. Instead of living through constant comparison, Buddhism promotes the idea of living in the present and focusing on detachment. Instead of clinging to external approval or expectations, Buddhism teaches us to free ourselves from these desires in order to find inner peace. Buddhism also encourages to practice mindfulness, which can help us become more aware of our emotions and thoughts, and in doing so, manage stress and anxiety better. According to Buddhism, everything is transient, and this applies to both social media and life itself. This perspective helps us understand that just as difficult moments pass, so will social media, and emotional fluctuations are temporary. From here, we move to the next level, which the world is immersed in, thanks to the voices that are increasingly appearing in different platforms of social media. If you are an intelligent person, it's not hard to perceive that social media has played a role in the radicalization of many young people. Social media, being platforms with little regulation, has become fertile ground for extremist ideologies that exploit the distress of young people. They can offer easy answers to difficult questions, making them feel part of something bigger, even at the cost of truth and integrity. Social platforms can amplify speeches of hate, division, and fear. Many of these speeches have a strong populist component, appealing to emotions like anger and frustration among young people, leading them down a path of misinformation. Social media can foster the creation of echo chambers where users are only exposed to content that reinforces their beliefs. This prevents them from seeing other perspectives and facilitates radicalization. The process is subtle but very effective, especially among young people who haven't developed a solid critical viewpoint yet. Is it important then to educate young people in the conscious use of social media? My personal opinion is that a restrictive and prohibited education is even worse for solving this problem. To truly set light on new people coming into the world who lack the experience to have their own critical thinking, maybe we should teach young people on having critical thinking. The ability to filter information and think critically becomes essential to avoid falling into extremist speeches. It is important to understand that not everything seen online is true, and that the source of information should be questioned before being assimilated. In the context of social media, this involves teaching young people to reflect on what they consume and to be aware of how social media can influence their emotional and mental state. In other words, if you are young, other people than you with more years live on this planet are taking advantage of your ignorance to profit from their speech and ideologies. It is then helpful to find a balance between social media and freedom of thought. It is necessary to encourage self-care, emotional education, and conscious use of digital platforms. Additionally, teachings from Buddhism, such as detachment and mindfulness, can be powerful tools to counteract the negative effects of social media on our mental health and prevent radicalization. Actually, all ancient cultures on this planet have teachings that are still applicable today. The knowledge of history, belief systems, and ways of thinking are actually the best compass to find the origin of things and not get lost in this vast ocean of existence by ignoring, in this case, the harmful siren voices that distract our minds, create falsely grounded ideas, and hinder our human relationships. If none of this helps, I don't know. Think that animals live freely as they did from day one, learning from the world on their own and without needing to worry about their mental health. I really hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you and see you soon.